I've been testing Shift, which is a customizable web browser built off the idea that your workspace should adapt to you, not the other way around. Now, instead of being stuck on a default web browser where you just have your basic search bar and some tabs up top, this allows you to fully customize your experience. You can change your layout, you can drag and drop, organize your applications, toolbars, extensions, however you want this thing to even look when it comes down to the colors. It's really unique. It's basically like building a desk setup, but for your digital life. Now, after using Shift for a bit, I rebuilt my entire workflow inside of it. So I'm going to walk you through some of the features and just how I set mine up. You can find the download link directly in the video description. And once you go ahead and download Shift, you're going to be prompted with a quick way to choose your template to start building your own browser your way. And you're going to notice you're also able to quickly just sync your spaces, apps, tabs, and bookmarks off the rip, and your browser will basically be ready to go. So in the top right, you're going to see a little settings here. These are all your quick settings that you have basically all control over. So let's go ahead and start with the layout off the rip. This is the build your browser. This is building your actual template. And I'm currently using the original Shifty. This is good for context switching, productivity, and high level view. And I found this to be my favorite so far out of the other ones that they offer. We have the Everyday Explorer, which is good for like simplicity, basically what you're familiar with a basic browser, which is your search bar and your tabs up top here. Then we have the Creative, the dynamic workflow for focus and efficiency. This is another great one, which I was using for a while. And then we have the Organizer. This is basically just like more simple. And then we have the Navigator here, which is for more efficiency, complex workflows. And then finally, we have the Maverick, which is good for multitasking and a clutter-free area. Now, you basically picked a template that's best going to work for your needs. But like I said before, I went with the original Shifty. This is the one that I really found to work the best for me. So once you get this, you go over to your right-hand side, we have bars. Now, this is really cool because you're able to drag and drop and place elements anywhere in your browser. Now you'll notice that all of a sudden, all of these bars here are movable. They all highlight when you hover over them, and you can literally move these tabs anywhere. So let's say you don't want your tabs to be up top. You want them to maybe be on the bottom here. It'll automatically switch and do that. You could have your spaces on the right side, move anywhere you want on here, and you're ready to go. Everything is super customizable here. Moving on to controls. This is really cool because you can grab quick tools that you use every day and just make them more accessible for you. So let's say you're someone who downloads things a lot off the internet here, and you want to go quickly find your download tab. Instead of going and doing a drop-down menu, let's say I always use my download tab. I could simply grab the downloads and put it where I want it to be. So personally, I like it right next to my bookmark bar. So I'll go ahead and put that there. Now, if you don't want to put something there, you put it in the wrong spot, simply just drag it back and it will simply go away. But for me, I like my download bar here. And then if you're someone who maybe, I don't know, you zoom in and zoom out, you can put that someplace. Or if you quick print things, I can simply put the print right next to that. And now I can click that and print whatever I'm doing. Now, what's really cool is they also have things like you'll see here, like spacers and separators. Now, you'll notice on the left-hand side, I already have a big space here. Now, I like this space because it keeps a lot of room between my spaces as well as my applications. But let's say this is too big for you. You could do something quick, like a quick separator here, and you'll get a nice smaller gap in between the two. And again, you can put that wherever you want. So you can really design the layout to be what works best for your needs. And then we have applications. Now, there is a ton of applications on here. You'll see the ocean is almost endless here. So if it exists, you could simply grab this application and have it just basically sit onto your browser. So instead of going down to like your taskbar or something, or pulling up other applications, maybe you got like Discord in the corner going off here, or you want to kind of keep everything all in one giant hub. You could find that application and then put it to where you want it to be on your browser. They give you quick things here like AI tools, banking, finance, health and fitness, news, weather, productivity, so on and so forth. Now I'm going to show you just how I have mine all set up, and something called Spaces, which gives you even more control over your productivity. Now, once you've saved your template, you'll notice everything is going to start to come to life. I have that big spacer here locked in. I went ahead and removed the print button and left the download button here. And every time I open up my browser, these will always be there. Now, let's move on to my favorite feature that Shift have to offer here, which is known as their Spaces. So let me go ahead and open this tab here so you can get a better look at it. You'll see here that I have multiple different tabs here. Now, this is what really keeps everything organized mentally. Spaces let you separate different parts of your life into their own environments, like instead of mixing work and, shopping or personal stuff into like one big chaotic browser, you get to just separate your life and work balance, which I think is amazing here. I set mine up with a bunch of different spaces. I have work, socials, entertainment, shopping, and personal, and I'll go through those with you now and how to go ahead and set up your own space. So let's go ahead and start with work, right? Right click on that space, go to edit space, and you can name it whatever you like. And then you could even upload your own photo, or you can go ahead and grab like a quick little one they already have, some emoji they have set up already as default here. But I went ahead and uploaded my own avatar here, which is my QG Infinite logo. And I went ahead and made the border purple to also match my logo, which is really cool. Now, you could also add applications here for that specific space. So for work, obviously I use YouTube. I have my Gmail, Google Drive, Canva for some editing, Notion, Adobe Express for some, obviously Premiere video work, and Amazon for quick pickups and links and things of that nature. Now, what's really cool here is, let's say I have a work Gmail, I could log into that work Gmail under my workspace, and under my personal space, I could log into my personal email. So that's really awesome. And then you have a quick button here where I can change the color of each space. So I tend to work late at night and I like a nice darker screen. So I went ahead and I went with a dark mode here. Now, if I want it to be light mode, boom, it's light but dark. But then you could also change the color of that dark mode. Same thing with the light mode here, which is really cool. You'll notice that the actual space will definitely change colors here. I like mine a dark grayish background, which is really good for my workspace. Then you're going to notice I have my socials tab, right? You see the color change. I already have my social tab be in this dark mode with this brownish background. And the first thing I have here is my Twitter or my X loaded up here. And this is my feed off the rip. Then I have Instagram I can click on and I'm right into my Instagram. Same thing for TikTok and Discord as well. And Facebook if you want to use it. Whatever other socials are available that you want to use, you go ahead and throw in this space if you like, or make this tab whatever you want. Don't even use socials if you don't want. Make it like a finance tab if you like. Then I've made an entertainment tab. I made it a little blue background, and I have things like Netflix, Spotify, Audible, Disney Plus. Then I have shopping, which gives me all the stores that I, like to shop from. And I also added a Google Calendar here to keep tracks of certain things that I want to maybe pick up. I'll throw in a quick calendar. Then I have my personal space, which I don't really have much going on here besides like the weather where I'm at. And then my personal calendar for things like, I have to be here at this date with my girlfriend on this time, or I got to go to dinner with my parents at this time. I have my calendar located under my personal space. So what's really cool about this, it's like each space feels like its own desk setup, if that makes any sense to you. When I switch, my brain switches as well. I'm not seeing distractions from something like the social media tab when I'm in my workspace, which is amazing. It helps me stay focused longer without even having to think about it. Let's go ahead and create a quick space together. On the left-hand side, let's right-click, go to Add Space, and let's name this one AI. And we'll give it a little robot emoji. That just makes sense. And let's pick a cool color. Let's go with this cyan blue over here. On the bottom, click on Create Space. Now we have a brand new space to work in. Let's right click that space and go to Edit Space. And here, obviously you could change the name again if you want. Obviously you could just click on different emojis or whatever you want to do. But what we want to do here is obviously add a application here. So what we're going to do is click on Add App and then go to Explore More Apps. And then we're going to click on AI tools to the left-hand side. So for the sake of this video, let's grab one. Let's do ChatGPT, probably the most standard. Click that, and boom. You can now add an account name if you have an existing account or even a custom URL. And if you notice down here, you have space shortcuts. So apps will only appear in this space. Right now, none is selected. I can have them go to all of those different spaces or custom ones. So personally, I want this AI, whichever account I'm logged into on ChatGPT, to only be available under this AI space. So I would add application, and there you go. We have a ChatGPT application open here in this AI space. So if I click on personal or entertainment, you can see it'll change. I go to my socials, I'm back on Twitter, go to AI, and ChatGPT is an app down here at the bottom that I can click on, and I'm in ChatGPT. Now let's go ahead and remove this temporary space by just right-clicking it and going to remove space and hit yes here, and we are back to our original template here, and it's that easy. It's really pretty straightforward. So that's how I have my whole layout and my spaces and my apps all working for me. But if you go ahead and click the gear icon here, you could dial in just a little bit more. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see advanced settings. My camera's in the way of it right now, but I click on advanced settings, and you're going to notice here we have a bunch of little things that you could also fine tune. So let's go ahead and click on something like on startup. So this is really cool because on startup, you could have Shift open to a brand new tab. You could have it continue where you left off when you last closed it. You could have it even open to a specific page or set of pages, or continue where you left off and open a specific set of pages, which is really great because now that allows you to fine tune this thing even more to what you want your browser to do for you. Then we can go to search engine. This is your default search engine you want it to use. So I like to use Google. So I went ahead and set mine to Google here. Then you have, you can set it to obviously have Shift be your default browser, which obviously I would recommend. You have performance here as well. It shows you things like speed. This is really cool. In the bottom here, you have preload pages. So Shift browser preloads pages, which makes browsing and searching even faster, right? So you have standard preloading, which I have mine on right now, which is some of the pages you visited are already preloaded. So let's say, you know, I'm someone who uses YouTube all the time, right? That tab, that page will open faster because it's been preloaded before I even get to click to it, because I'm most likely clicking on YouTube the moment my PC turns on. So that's another way that you can have this browser work even faster and more efficient for your needs. You have your memory saver. If you want to put that on, Shift browser will free up memory on inactive tabs. That's something that you might want to turn on depending on your PC specs. You could always keep certain websites active, which is great. Maybe you're someone who's into the financial scene and you want to keep watching, I don't know, whether it's a certain app for Robinhood or some crypto thing you're into. You could have certain websites stay active all the time. Then you have performance issue alerts here that'll let you know, hey, there's something going on. Your PC's maybe slowing down here. Inactive tab appearance. A dotted circle appears around site icons. Maybe, you know, you have a website that's kind of in the background running that you're just not using. It kind of gives you like a little social awareness here. You might want to take this website down, right? Then we have things like, we went over the appearance before. We don't have to do that again. But what's really cool here is when you click on accounts and preferences, right? I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video that you could sync off the rip to what you want your browser to be like. So sync is active right now, and its Shift is syncing across all signed in devices. So as soon as I downloaded Shift, I clicked on sync, and all of my, I used to use Google before that. All of my stuff on Google just automatically synced over, and I didn't have to sit there and take my time to log into every single thing, which was amazing. Now, Shift is completely free, which is great, but they do have an advanced plan, which is a yearly membership, and that's if you want to access more spaces. They give you a certain amount of spaces for free, but if you want to access a lot more of them, it is behind a paywall. But I would suggest downloading it for free, seeing if it works for you, and then you could decide if you want to have more, control, or you think you want more spaces. This is just like your end all be all. You might want to upgrade to the yearly plan. Now, I have a really advanced PC here, so I notice no difference while this is all on or off in the background. You might have an older PC. You might be worried about how this will tax your system. I really don't think it's going to tax your system that bad at all, but you do have more accessibility when it comes to turning certain things off. So if you want, Shift to constantly run in the background, if your PC can handle that, no problem, keep that on. If you don't want it to run in the background, turn that off. So if you're someone who's gaming a lot, maybe you think this is going to slow your PC down, turn that off. You could even have it launch or not launch on startup or wake. You could have it use graphic acceleration when available, okay? So when available means, like, if I'm gaming, I don't think it's going to be using graphics acceleration to keep this thing up. But when I'm not gaming, I'm just sitting here browsing the web, it's okay if it uses graphic acceleration. So you can still also fine tune this to work for the best for, if you have a lunchbox of a PC to a $4,000 or $5,000 rig of a PC. Shift is really built to make your workflow and your life really easy. Most traditional browsers are pretty static these days. They don't give you the accessibility and the tools that you need to either be a creator, be someone at work, or just give you more control over your space. They weren't designed to be flexible and be productive. Shift is, which I think is absolutely amazing. And I think a ton of people out there could for sure benefit from Shift. If you guys want to check it out, you can find the link down below in the video description and download it today. And let me know what you guys think of Shift and what template you're going for, and share some photos with me. That'd be great to see, your layout and what you've really fine-tuned your own browser to be. That'd be really cool to see. If you guys have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just sound off down below in the comments. And that's it for me. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit subscribe now. Like the video if I helped you out. And most importantly, you guys stay safe out there. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.